יש לי פה הרוגים. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 הרוגים. יש פה מישהו. יש לי פה שוטרת. יש לי שוטרת הרוגה פה.
How did our kids get this stupid? How did our kids get this stupid?
יש בפנים. אוי ואבוי. אוי ואבוי. יש פה הרוגים, כולם הרוגים. כל הבמה הרוגים. כל הבר הרוגים. יש פה מישהו עם סימן חיים. שייתן לנו סימן חיים.
How did our kids get this stupid? How did our kids get this stupid?
מישהו שיכול לתת לנו סימן חיים. מישהו עם סימן חיים. כן? שום סימן חיים? לא. היא מתה. היא מתה. היא מתה.
Palestina libera! Palestina libera! Palestina libera! Palestina
מישהו, בבקשה. מישהו יכול לענות?
Okay. I blocked out those faces of those kids who were slaughtered. I've got footage, more horrific than that. I'm an old dude. These kids, today, they're masters of the internet. They have access to the same images that I have. They have access to the same footage that we just saw together. How is it that they don't know that in the Arab world, they don't like gay people? They hate gays. They hate trans kids. They hate women's rights. How do these kids not know that? And how do these kids not know that when they're rubbing their naked trans goth bodies, or whatever they are, when they're rubbing their naked bodies on the Palestinian flag, that's the equivalent of the N-word to the Arab people and to the Palestinian people. What they're doing in support of this, it's not just that supporting terrorism, but they are allying with a culture that hates everything about them. How are our kids this stupid? And you see this little red dot there? You see that little red dot? That's Israel. You see all of these countries in green? That's the Muslim world. That's where they take gay people, and that's where they throw gay people off buildings. That's where they stone women to death for adultery. That's where they whip women. A woman just received, I think it was 70 lashings in public. She was whipped in public because she refused to wear the hijab. She refused to cover her hair. Our kids don't know this. These trans kids that we saw, they don't understand this. Okay, so I'm going to play a little bit from Bill Maher, and he says it all.
And finally, new rule for all the progressives and academics who refer to Israel as an outpost of Western civilization like it's a bad thing. Please note, Western civilization is what gave the world pretty much every goddamn liberal precept that liberals are supposed to adore. Individual liberty, scientific inquiry, rule of law, religious freedom, women's rights, human rights, democracy, trial by jury, freedom of speech. Please, somebody stop us before we enlighten again. And since one can find all these concepts in today's Israel and virtually nowhere else in the Middle East, if anything, the world would be a better place if it had more Israels. Of course, this message falls on deaf ears to the current crop who reduce everything to being only victims or victimizers, so Israel is lumped in as the toxic fruit of the victimizing West. The irony being that all marginalized people live better today because of Western ideals, not in spite of them.
All right, let's give it up for Bill Maher. I thought that was outstanding. So the question remains, how did our kids get this stupid? I have access to that horrible footage, and I'm an old dude. I'm not supposed to have all of the inroads to the internet and all of the access to all of this footage that's out there. So let's read it together again, because I think what Bill Maher said was just so cool. What do you say? Western civilization is what gave the world pretty much every goddamn liberal precept that liberals are supposed to adore. Individual liberty, scientific inquiry, rule of law, religious freedom, women's rights, human rights, democracy, trial by jury, freedom of speech. Please, somebody stop me before I enlighten again. And since no one can find all these concepts, and since no one can find any of these concepts in the Arab world, but since one can find all these concepts in today's Israel, and virtually nowhere else in the Middle East, if anything, the world would be a better place if we had more Israels. All right? So, if we had more of the red, all right? If we had more of the red, if we had less of the green, if we had less oppression against women, less oppression against gays, more trial by jury, more democracy, it would be a good thing. And so the question remains, how did our kids get so stupid? All right. Well, thanks for watching. Sorry, I'm still just totally ticked off. You know, Teacher Appreciation Week, that was May 6th. No, it wasn't Teacher Appreciation Week, Google. It was Holocaust Remembrance Day. You anti-Semitic pieces of crap. And then I wanted to make I was doing a podcast, and I wanted to do a thumbnail for Remembrance Day. And I'm still pissed off. I'm sorry. So I said it's Holocaust Remembrance Day, which corresponds with the 27th day of Nisan on the Hebrew calendar, and it's when the I say it somewhere else as well. I'm trying all these prompts. It's when the uprising, the ghetto uprising in Warsaw during World War II, during the Holocaust, right? And so, can you give me an image, Copilot? You piece of anti-Semitic crap. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Nothing. It wouldn't give me an image. It wouldn't give me an image. And so that's what I'm saying. That, is that how our kids got so stupid? Right, with Google and Copilot, it has this sort of anti-Semitic bizarreness, where there's a connection between the LGBT trans thing and Palestine. Is there anything more ridiculous? Not that there's something ridiculous about the trans thing or something ridiculous about the Palestinian thing, but the combination. It's the most ridiculous, stupid, horrifically moronic thing that anybody could possibly think of. The Arab people hate the trans community. The Arab people hate women's rights. Anyways, okay, I think I'm done. I promise next transmission will be more happy, I hope. All right. Had to get that off of my chest. Jewish American Heritage Month, day number 8, I believe. Okay. Well, thanks for watching. Contact me, message me, let's connect. Let's get this party started, man. Let's come together and campaign to stop this nightmare of stupidity and ridiculousness. What do you say? All right, man. Thanks again. Talk to you soon. Oh, man.